following are in the inverse proportion. So we are having the 5 parts in the equation. We are going to start with the first one. In the first one, we are having the number of workers and the we are going to start with the first one. In the first one, we are having the number of workers on a job and the time taken to complete the job. So we are having the two things, the number of workers and the time. So if the number of workers, suppose we are having the 9, and if this one is increased to 10, then this will take less time because we are having the more workers. If the number of workers decrease to the 8, it will take much time. Here, when the number of worker is increasing, then the number of time will decrease. Now here the number of worker is decreasing, then the time will increase. So we are having the inverse relationship here. So we are going to write here. So we are going to write here workers and the time taken to complete the job are in inverse proportion. Now comes to the part 2. In this one we are having the time taken for a journey and the distance travelled in a uniform speed. So we are having the two things, the distance and the time. So suppose if we are having distance as equal to the 60 kilometer and this one is increased to the 80 kilometer. So it will, now here the distance is increasing, then the time will also increase. If we are having the 60 kilometer and the distance decreased to the 50 kilometer, then it will take, now distance is decreased, then the time will also decrease. So this one we are having in the direct proportion. So we will write here distance and time are in direct proportion. They are not in the inverse proportion. Now comes to the part 3. This one we are having area of cultivated land and the crop harvested. So in this one we are having the two things, the area and the crop. So we are going to write here area and the crop. Suppose we are having the area of 60 meter. This one we are having. So if this one is increased to 70 meter, then the crop will be more. So the area will increase, then the crop will also increase. Now suppose we are having the area of 60 meter, it will decrease to the 50 meter. So if the area will decrease, then the crop will also decrease. So the area and the crop relationship is in the direct proportion. So we are going to write here area and the crop are in direct proportion. So this one we are having is the part 3. Now comes to the part 4. In this one we are having the time taken for a fixed journey and the speed of the vehicle. So in this one the journey is fixed. So we are having the two factors here, the time and the speed. So we are going to write here we are having the time and the speed. So if suppose we are having the speed as the 60 kilometer per hour, this will increase to the 80 kilometer per hour, then this is the 80 kilometer per hour. So speed is increased, then the time will decrease. It will take less time. Now if the speed we are having as 60 kilometer per hour, it is decreased to the 40 kilometer per hour. So the speed is decreased, then it will take much time. So this will increase. The time will increase. So here we are having the inverse relationship. So we are going to write here time and speed are in inverse proportion. So this one we are having is the part 4. Now comes to the last part, part 5. In this one we are having the population of a country and the area of land per person. So we are having the two factors. The first one we are having the population and the second one we are having the land. Suppose we are having the population of 16 crore. This will increase to the 18 crore. So the population increase, then area will decrease. We'll get less area. So if the population we are having as the 16 crore and this is decreased to the 14 crore, this one, then we get the more area. So this one we are having is in the inverse proportion. One will increase, then the another one, if the one will increase, then the another one will decrease. So this one we are having inverse relationship. I write here population and the area of land have inverse proportion. So this one we are having is the part 5. With this one we have completed the question number 1. In the next video we are going to start with the question number